Hi everybody, Jillian here. Welcome back to my channel for a brand new process video. Today's is a little different in that I don't have a Bible journaling process video necessarily, but instead I'm going to show you how I decorate the inside cover of my journaling Bible. This is my third journaling Bible that I've gone through. The first two are just so full I can't even work in them comfortably, especially take a photograph very well, so I decided to move into a third one. I use the NIV Journal Edition from Zondervan. I'll go ahead and link it in the video description below. And I was super inspired by my friend Tamara Arcilia. I will go ahead and share a couple images that she shared on Instagram where she decorated the inside of her Bible cover using some print and pray pieces, and it's just was so cute, so inspiring. I decided to go ahead and do the same thing the very next day. So you can see here I'm using a couple different 12 by 12 pieces of patterned paper from the Faith Over Fear collection from Illustrated Faith, and I measured the inside of my Bible and didn't quite get it right and cut it a little too short. So I would say that instead of this being an instructional video, it's more of just something for entertainment, because clearly I can't measure things well, and would encourage you just to take this kind of for entertainment purposes instead of instructional. So the inside of my journaling Bible is about 5 3/4 by 8 inches, and somehow I measured that incorrectly, but I did have a large enough scrap to go ahead and correct that. The two pieces of paper that I'm using here are called Live in His Peace and All Things Work Together, again both from the Faith Over Fear collection. I used the handy finger indentation trick to know where to cut them. I'm using some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, which is just a liquid adhesive I happen to have on my desk. Instead of using my tape runner for this, I find that it's a little more permanent and it's not as likely to lift up over time as an inexpensive tape runner would. I really liked the sheet on the right and knew I wanted to use a photo of myself on that area, and I was going to do some painting on top of it, so I didn't want to cover up the words that are on the sheet that I used on the left, and so decided to use like those art marks and things like that over on the right. I have another video where I am decorating the inside of my Bible cover, and I'll go ahead and link that here so you can check it out. It's very similar to this one, but I just had a lot of fun doing this, and there was just a little bit of the pages weren't meeting perfectly in the middle, and so to fix that I decided to use this black cross washi from Illustrated Faith to kind of adhere the two, just kind of make the hinge a little nicer. And so there is a bit of excess that I'm going to trim off here because I didn't measure it perfectly. I just kind of indented the paper with my finger. It's always easier to fix paper that's too big instead of too small. And so here I'm just indicating that there's a little bit of cream poking through from the bottom, and so to cover that I'm going to go in with the same black cross washi tape and just put that along the bottom and then trim off the excess in the same way. So you can see I've got that Written on My Heart die cut piece from the Created to Create 2 devotional kit, and I really wanted to use this piece. I've been wanting to use it throughout the devotional, but it didn't make its way onto my page, and I thought I might be able to use it here. Instead I'm going to use a couple other die cuts. So I pulled my berry box that has all of my random Illustrated Faith die cut pieces in it, with the exception of that ampersand. That's from Dear Lizzie, I think. And I pulled out just that pair of scissors. I think it's from the Bright and Brave collection, and I pulled out the rest of the die cut pieces that I had from the Faith Over Fear collection. So just like in my last video where I did this, I used my favorite colors, the teals and turquoises and aqua. It's my absolute favorite color and wanted to use it today. Funnily enough, that was the color of my school uniform when I was in high school, and I didn't love it so much, but now it's my favorite. So I'm just going to use the card swiping technique here to get some paint on the page. Just wanted to have fun, keep it a little messy, totally imperfect, and then I decided to go in with some yellow, like a golden yellow color, to brighten it up a little bit. And so you can see I varied the shapes and thickness of the paint just by switching up the amount of paint I put on the card and the pressure with which I applied it. So I'm going back to my scrapbooking days here, and when I scrapbooked, there wasn't a photo that I left unmatted, and so I decided to take a scrap of the paper I had previously used and just create a thin border around my photo, and then just go ahead and adhere that down over the paint marks on the page. I just like how it breaks it up from the background and you get a little extra pattern in there. I thought it would be really cute to layer the scissors die cut underneath, but decided to go ahead and pull out a few other pieces, and then once I determined everything that I wanted to use, then I was going to go ahead and start gluing things down. I especially love that die cut that says "I love Jesus" and naps, and while that's true, I didn't want to put it here. I didn't want to include too many words in the front here. So I really like this banner shape. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. It just looked right to me in this orientation with, I don't know. So I decided to just handwrite my name on there. I had pulled out some Bella Boulevard, like puffy wonky stickers, because I thought about getting my name down in alpha stickers, but instead just decided to handwrite it so it was a little more personal. And then I really liked this smaller die cut to fill in some of the white space in the photo that says, "I will walk by faith." And I really liked the black die cut off to the left. I thought it was a great reminder that says, "You are the salt of the earth." And I liked that it was black too, so I decided to use that piece over on the left. Now I did have a little bit of cream again poking through on the left side, and instead of putting more washi tape down, I just decided to go ahead and take a paintbrush and paint some white acrylic paint there just to cover up the cream. So I just wanted to have fun and just play. Really, I actually was supposed to be doing something else, but thought it would be more fun to have some creative time. This only took me 20 minutes to do. Do you guys ever do that? Do you ever maybe put off what you should be doing so that you can Bible journal? Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you guys do. So I wanted to add a little bit of paint over onto the left, not too much, and decided to use the yellow behind that salt of the earth die cut piece, and then again thought about matting it but decided not to. And I layered the scissor die cut underneath that, and that's gonna do it. Here's a finished look along with a couple of close-ups. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them in the comments below. Be sure to check back on Wednesday for a brand new Bible journaling process video, and I'll see you then.